remember that, you probably don't care that Opie turned 60 in March. It's all about perspective, it really is. And from my perspective, I don't understand fishing. I don't get why people fish. I don't understand why Opie and Andy were scrambling down the road as fast as they could to get to a place where they were going to sit and watch a little orange ball go up and down. I didn't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it because my father didn't fish when I was a kid. Now, he fished before I was born. He fished in the crocodile hunter style. He used a spear. My father would actually get into the water and go down 6 or 7 leagues. And yes, I do understand that means 40 feet. He had the lung capacity to do that. He could dive and stay down long enough to fish with a spear. Right up until the moment that he had a child, and his wife said, "You have a child, you have to be responsible. We have to buy health insurance, life insurance." And the life insurance carrier said, "If you go scuba diving, we won't cover you." This is a no-brainer for my mother. No life insurance, no scuba diving. And my father, rather than upset the apple cart, because he actually probably did like to bowl, changed hobbies. That and the couch was really lumpy. It's all in your perspective, right? Lumpy couch, soft bed. I guess I'll go bowling. But he never fished when I was a kid. We girls wouldn't know what the end of a fishing hook looked like if our lives depended on it. Not a clue. Does it look like an anchor? I don't know. So when I had children and their whole lives became, I want to go fishing, I wondered where they came from because I had no clue. I wondered because my husband, when asked, "Will you get a fishing license so that you can go fishing with your son and he'll stop driving me crazy?" looked at me and wondered what planet I was from. Asking my husband to go fishing is a little bit like asking for directions from Harry Reid to get to Searchlight. Oh, come on, that's funny. When's the last time he was back at Searchlight? Come on. So my son is dying to go fishing. This summer I took him fishing. One of the times that he's dragged us on vacation. I'm not sure how that works. I'm pretty sure I paid for it, but I got dragged on vacation. And he's out there. The child that doesn't sit still. He never sits still. He's got to be doing. He's got to be going. Sit down, watch TV with me. No, the world will come to an end. He has to move around. Wants to fish. He wants to sit and watch the little ball go up and down in the water. I don't get it. But he sits there, and the little ball goes up and down in the water. And then it comes back. And he puts more power bait on it. Apparently power bait gets better the older it gets because his had to ride on the top of the car. It was not good. It was not good. And the power bait goes on the hook and out it goes. And the little ball goes up and down and it comes back. This might account for why it took so long before he actually caught something. Because it goes out, it comes back, and it goes out, it comes back. I'm pretty sure the fish are certain that that orange thing bouncing in the water is not food. Because if food moved that fast, they'd be a whole lot hungrier. So he finally catches one, and it's 11 inches long. Stephen is used to fishing here in Reno. 11 inches is a baby fish. You throw it back. It's a baby fish. You don't keep the little 11-inch ones. So he throws it back. And he spends another 2 days dragging power bait into the lake. I hope it's not fish eggs because I'm not sure what species it was. I'm not really sure what fish bait is because, again, it rides on the top of the car and far from me. Finally, he catches something. A friend. Another person, his age range, I'm thinking probably 18, who doesn't realize Stephen is only 16. And the young man says, "Oh, yes, yes, we've been fishing here for years." Awesome. "So, how big do the fish get here?" "Well, you can usually figure on catching an 8-inch fish." It's all about perspective. If he'd known, he wouldn't have thrown it back. Might have kept it. But in his favor, as I said, he is used to fishing in Reno, and he's used to the fish that his sister caught. And his sister has got the world's best fish story. She went fishing with Grandpa in Canada, and they took the lucky boat. From Mom's perspective, this means it's the boat that sank the least, and the least often. But out she went with Grandpa, and she caught the big fish. She caught the biggest they'd ever had on the lake. It was enormous. My sister-in-law informs me that you have to beat a fish. You put the fish down, you take a rod, and you beat it in the head. You know, I don't remember Andy Griffith's tackle box having a cudgel in it, but apparently you have to beat fish to death. And she carries the fish proudly and profoundly, and she will tell you all about this huge fish that she caught. And she stands there, my gorgeous, beautiful 5'9" daughter, with her flashing green eyes and her beautiful tan skin, showing you her trophy fish. And you're thinking, is it a marlin? A small shark? And then she says, I was 5. It's all about perspective, especially if it's fishing. Follow Toastmasters.